Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. WildMax Money bringing another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be kicking off a new series on the channel, and that's going to be on Live Arena. We are in the middle of a new season, and I'm trying to get up to 1320 seasonal points to earn those mythical materials and hopefully get myself another mythical relic, or at least another good legendary. In today's video, I'll be going over draft strategies, talking through the matches, giving you my tips, hopefully help you out in your Live Arena grind. So with that, let's get into it. So during this particular climb, I'm going to be completely focused on trying to earn as much rating as possible to get up to that 1320. It has been a grind the last couple seasons, so I know that I don't really have a lot of room for error unless I plan on spending a bunch of gems. So with that said, I'm probably just going to be using my top champions, all the best meta champions that are going to give me an advantage and let me win as many matches as possible. And then once we get to 1320, I could start doing things like taking requests for different teams. Like let's say y'all want an all Skinwalkers team or an all Epics team. And I'm also happy to do any of those kind of request videos outside of seasonal Live Arena. So in the future, I can also see these being live stream sessions. That way you guys can also have some input. I know there's a lot of you out there that are way better, way more experienced than I am when it comes to Live Arena. Look forward to being able to interact with you during these Live Arena sessions, hopefully get some knowledge from you guys as well. So with that, let's get into the first match. Here we go. Quick in the queue, only just a few seconds, and we're going to talk right through this. So they have the first pick. We are going to, so the way that my general draft strategy goes is I always try to make sure that I have at least 2 AoE damage dealers, or 2 good damage dealers, at least 2 speed aura champions, and then I try to stack as many of my champions that have wands of submission as possible. Usually my first 2 picks lately have been Marius and Embrys. Both of these champions are top meta in PvP right now, and they also happen to both be earnable champions on every account. So I know that if I'm picking these up, the opposing team is not going to be able to do that. After that, I try to get Galathir on virtually every team. He is that strong. He's probably top 5 in the arena right now or in the game. I've also been using a lot of Marichka lately. So not only because of the presence of a lot of poisoners on the opposing teams, but because Marichka also uses an ally. Her A1 becomes effectively someone else's A1 on my team because of the ally attack. So if we have Embrys in his second form, that's potentially killing and blocking revive on somebody on the opposing team. If it's Marius, you're doing a giant AoE hit with a chance to enfeeble. If it's Galathir, you're speed boosting the team. And then usually for my last champion right now, ideally I'd be picking up another champion with an aura. So as you see, we have 1 right now. 1 speed aura right there. So I would typically be picking up Arbais here. Embrys, Marichka, Galathir, and Arbais are all holding a wand of submission. Marius is holding a cat's gaze. Okay, so let's see what we want to ban on their team. I am pretty, I have a lot of respect for Karnage. Well, lost a lot of matches to Karnage, but in this case, I think this is their only intimidating presence user, their speed lead. So I think I can get away with banning them and then creating more of a speed discrepancy. Excuse me there. All right. So let's see, they're faster. We're probably going to look at their Fabian going first, locking out my skills. But again, because we have 2 mythicals, that's going to be a little bit less of an issue. So as you can see right here, I can just metamorph my Galathir, and I could either go in and try to stun them, but with all the wands of submission in play, I generally tend to go with a block active skills. So we got everybody except the Embrys. Pretty happy with that result. Ally attack coming in from the Marius, already 1 down. That means that Necrosis is going to start stacking up, and they already left the battle. And there's match 1. So there you saw how strong it is to have Marichka paired up with other really strong A1 champions that have additional effects or things like that. It can really break a match very quickly. Here we go, right into our second match. Another quick one in the queue. And we are once again going to be starting off with Marius. Next 2 picks are going to be Embrys and Galathir. It gets interesting once people start picking Embrys. I actually find that playing against him is one of the least fun things for me, just because I do have, I use Galathir, I use Marichka on my team. Sifi, like revivers are very much part of the meta, of course, and having an Embrys with that block revive on his A1 can just completely end a match. I mean, I've had matches before. Okay, so we have a Nias on their team. That is immediately going to be a target for me for banning. We have the same composition here. Let's see how it goes in this one. So they're going to get through with that Arbiter for sure. I don't fear Alaz as much. Again, Fabian we can deal with. We do have 3 Mythicals on our team. But the Nias is just a problem. I've run into situations before where I've had Embrys as my only damage dealer, and I just cannot get through a Nias. Like if they're built strong enough, I just can't do it. So he just has to go. A little bit too powerful. I think he's considered by some of the top PvPers right now to be the best arena champion, or at least the best arena damage dealer. You know, you can argue your Marius is or whatever, but yeah, he's just so powerful. Okay, so they get rid of our Marius, and we have, let's see who's faster. They're +1 Arbiter, 5-star Awakened, Intimidating Presence, or my 6-star Arbais. You never know who's wearing a crown of corruption these days. Okay, well, there we go. Their Arbiter is going to take this one. Oh, their Fabian is their fastest champion. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to lock out their skills. Good, we got 2 of them. That is very helpful. That means their Fabian doesn't get to just immediately go again. All right, here we go. One more time, same thing. Would have been nice to see a strip right there, but no problem. Okay, lowering their turn meter, and here we go. Embrys getting to shine. I'm just going to go for an immediate A3 just to increase his ignore % defense, and then I'm going to hope that he doesn't weak hit and just at least take out the Arbiter. That way they no longer have a revive mechanism. So here we go. Okay, that works. That works for me. And if the Gharrol ends up killing Embrys, then he will go down. Okay, good. He's out. All right. Alaz will probably kill. There we go. Yep. Okay. So there we saw Wand of Submission coming into play. Oh, it's brutal. You love to see it for the opposing team. You hate to see it for yourself. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just lower the Alaz's turn meter here repeatedly. I'm going to go ahead and stun. Actually, no, I'm going to go turn meter again. That way I can combo it off with another. Oh, yeah, I forgot that he cleanses himself. That's unfortunate. Okay. I hope I can get through. If I can, I'll kill him. No problem. There it is. Done. Oh, no, weak hits. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go for another decreased turn meter. Now I'm going to go for a stun. I just don't want the Alaz taking a turn. Unfortunately, he was able to resist it. Or maybe, yeah. Okay. So this is a dangerous situation because if he goes... Okay, there we go. That works. All right, I'm now going to go ahead and heal my team. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because the... yeah, there we go. He's going to... Oh! That's really unlucky for this guy. Although I could go and strip, I'm instead going to revive my Marichka. I want to get her back up just to prevent any kind of anything potentially going wrong here. All right, let's go with switching back to my first form. I'm going to strip buffs. Let's see what he's got. I don't know if his A2 is back up yet. I don't think so. All right, it was not. Ally attack, he should be gone. And we're going to play the rest out on auto because this is over. Yeah, so the strength of Embrys too, like the reason that he's so good is because as soon as you can get him, he still gets the best out of his base form because of his ability to strip Stone Skin I think they changed it so it's still a 50-50 shot whether he does it, but he doesn't need accuracy to do it. So you still get the best out of Embrys in terms of that utility from his base form, but if you build him for pure damage, as soon as you transform him into that second form, he becomes just such a threat. If anybody on the opposing team goes down, all of them have the necrosis dot on them. If any of them knock him out with a huge hit, he will take them out as well. Yeah, he's just such a great damage deal. I can't wait to get him awakened. Next match up, another quick queue. A lot of people are currently playing, I think. All right, so first pick, Marius, is gone. So this is where we see me going straight up for Embrys, and now we're going to have a slightly different draft since the horse is no longer there. I need a different damage dealer. So since I have been using Marichka, pretty natural pairing is Taras and Marichka. I do have a 6-star Awaken one, so he is also wearing a Wand of Submission in this case, so we will be seeing all of my Wands of Submission in play right now. They have 2 speed boosters, so I'm going to have to take out, although I am afraid of that 6-star Unreal right there, I'm going to have to end up taking out the Marius just because, yeah, if he gets off 1A3, it's just devastating. Whereas I think we can at least handle a little bit of the Unreal, but we'll see. He can kill through Stone Skin, so my best hope is to be able to transform my Embrys before Unreal takes a turn, but we'll see. Looks like they're faster. Their Shu-zhen is going to go first. So yeah, Unreal is going to end up killing either my... Oh, that was the right move on his part. Yep, definitely. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed boost into a res. Let's see what we can do here. So everybody's under a veil, which is nice. I think this person's probably going to go for boosting up their Karnage. Oh, no. I went with Shu-zhen. Surprising. I thought it was going to be Karnage into... Okay. All right, so we need a speed boost here. I need Embrys to be able to take a turn. Very important right now. Oh. We may not get to it. If he goes A1s... Yeah. All right. Well played on this guy's part, or this person's part. Very well played. That's devastating. I mean, there you see how much damage Unreal can do. Mine is not at 6-star Awakened, but if you can pull it off, if you have enough speed boosters on your team to be able to pull off that champion, absolutely devastating. All right, next matchup. Here we go. We have second pick. So let's see. The most popular picks that I've been seeing in my ELO are Marius, Embrys, Fabian, and Armanz. Those are probably the top 4 most picked. So we're once again going to be going with Embrys Galathir, and for secondary damage dealer, either Taras or Cheshire Cat, depending on what they have. In this case, I feel comfortable going with Taras. And again, I think the Wands of Submission are game-breaking for all of the crowd control that's out there. Karnage actually does a really good job of avoiding some of that because of the debuffs that he puts up specifically. So I cannot wait to get my hands on Karnage. He's probably going to be one of my top 3 most used in Arena. I've seen, and the fact that he's a damage dealer with a really powerful speed aura. Yeah, I've seen some of my clanmates just gush about how good he is. But I think I'm like 40 or 50 points away in Curse City from picking him up. I regret so much not prioritizing that when I should have. I should have been saving my gear swaps and trying to push every Cursed City, but I was a little bit lazy on it. And now I'm missing out on some Karnage time. All right, so I'm going to take away their Komidus. Even though we do have a Galathir and a Marichka, I'm anticipating a Marichka ban here just to have Taras and Marichka not be together. And then, yeah, I think I can, this is tough. I still think a Komidus will destroy my team faster than that Marius. Well, there's the Marichka ban. Okay, so we're going to go in. Let's see what happens here. This is a really tough team that they have, I think. So we have the Komidus. It's going to be under Stone Skin Lightning Cage. So, yeah, That's the other thing I've been wanting to bring a Mezumel in or a Onryo just to be able to start taking out champions underneath Stone Skin. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so here we go. Can we survive a Marius A3 enough to come back from it? We certainly can. Okay, so I need some strips from Galathir here. I need several. Come on, Galathir. Oh, excellent. Nope, that was just the one. Or maybe it wasn't any. I think that those two were on. I don't think the Arbiter had one. Okay, we can still win this. I'm obviously not going to be relying on Thras for the victory here. I think this is going to be the Embrys show. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't use the Karnage. I think it's the Karnage A3 on... Okay, he did not. Good. All right. We should avoid the Enfeeble here. Okay. It all comes down to this. Can one A3 do it? Certainly can. There's the victory. Embrys bringing it back from the brink. Having that Stone Skin survive was absolutely huge. Before we go into the next match, let's just quickly pick up all of our rewards here. So we already have all of the... let's just quickly go through these. Oh, okay. No. I guess I'll roll it to 8. Nope. Nope. Just looking for speed on those. What do we got here? Might take this one to 12 just because... Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it. That's fine. Just because it's nice to have that on some of my other champions. Okay, going in for the match now. So you can earn up to 4 primal, or enough. I think you can earn up to 400 of the crystals that you can convert into primal shards. So you can get up to 4 of those per month doing live arena, along with obviously earning champions like Quintus, as well as a requirement to, I think it's at least silver 3, if I'm not mistaken, for Marius. So there's a lot of reasons to do live arena. Obviously, the season brings some more rewards. So if you're not doing live arena, or if you're looking at me playing right now and you're like, wow, that's, I don't have anywhere near that caliber of champions, those opponents look insane or whatever it is, keep in mind that seasons, you can have some more mismatches. But if you're still in, bronze and silver, making your way up, then there's a lot of ways to climb. I mean, the first time I got into live arena, I was using 3 epics, I think. I was using Phoenix, Ugo, and Basher, along with my Arbiter, and I forget who my other speed lead was, maybe Deacon, maybe even a 4th epic. And sure, I was getting my, I was taking a lot of losses on the chin, but at the same time, I think that this still applies. Yeah, it absolutely does, because they just changed it so it applies now in gold. But if you lose 3 matches in a row, not the best, but if you lose 3 matches in a row, you get paired up against a bot. Now, lately, I've seen those bots, especially since they added them to gold, get a lot stronger. They're choosing more mythical. Oh, I guess they didn't like the way that draft was going for them. Cool. So let's go right into the next one. So the bots now end up choosing more mythicals. The mythicals will have stone, or the champions will have stone skin. They'll be built a little bit better. But I remember when I was going and getting a lot of bots, when I was losing in silver and in bronze, they were just, the most non-teams ever were being chosen by the bots. They were essentially free wins. I hope that's still the case for silver and bronze. It's no longer the case. Oh, I thought I clicked it. It's no longer the case in gold. Sometimes I do know some people that lose. I've come close to losing before. I remember I was in one match for 12 minutes because they had just the tankiest team ever. They had like a Pythion, a Galathir. I think I took a screenshot of it. It was pretty wild. But yeah, so if you're not doing live arena, get into it as quickly as possible. If all you want to do is farm the bots, that's fine. You can literally just to speed up time, go in as soon as you get a matchup, leave, and then, or you can try to draft. And if you happen to get, okay, there we go. Embrys is gone. We're going to go with Taras and Marichka next. So if you happen to get, a lot of your champions taken that you've built for Live Arena, you can end up just leaving that match. Just take, see if you feel comfortable fighting it. If not, leave, take the wins from the bot, and then you'll still be earning some extra energy every day and working your way up slowly towards getting that Marius mission unlocked. Okay, so Thras and second speed. And for this one, 6-star Awakened Embrys. Oh my goodness, that is great luck. Good for you, man. Good for you. Okay. Not as afraid of the Siegfrund or the Gizmak, but that Embrys terrifies me. So I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to go speed lead here, and then we're going in. Yeah. So there's absolutely no reason to not be getting into Live Arena. If you're afraid of losing, don't be. Again, those bots are there to help you be able to still get some points. At least I'm assuming that's why Plarion put them in. And yeah, it's definitely a good way to go. You'll progress, and you'll get your way towards the rewards, because otherwise it's quite a bit of grinding. Okay, so I was really hoping to strip at least the Gizmak, because the Gizmak can actually do quite a bit right here. We'll see what happens. We've got 3 wands of submission, and he chooses the one target that doesn't have it. As you saw there, Thras. Oh, I think all 3 of them actually reflected back the True Fear onto Fabian. But we'll see. I don't know if we're going to survive this one. And the reason he went for my Marius there was because he didn't want Marius to counterattack with his A1 upon Gizmak's transformation, which was actually a really good move. All right, this is looking pretty over. Yep, it's done. All right, and so it goes. Good combo on his part, well played. And yeah, I still am glad that I banned the Embrys, because at least here I had a shot if Galathir had gone in, stripped, and blocked active skills. Here we go, next one up, and this one is for the 5th win of the day, so let's hope we get it. Picking second, Marius gone, Embrys and Galathir are in. Let's see what this guy's got in his draft strategy. So, as you can clearly see, I'm not using Armanz or Fabian. I do have both champs. I just prefer to build in this specific style. So I like, once I have Karnage especially, my team is going to be even less susceptible to Fabian, just because the skill lockout's going to mean less and less. Karnage is really good for his A1 counterattacks, and then obviously can do a lot of damage and block revives in his second form. So not as concerned there. Okay, Thras Marichka. And for my last one here, I may end up going for Odin. Odin, I used to try to pick all voids, but Embrys and Galathir are just such game breakers. I mean, these two have probably won me more. Embrys specifically, as we saw just a few matches ago, can bring back a match single-handedly. He is so good. And so I just had to bring him in. And so even though he's not awakened at all, and my Odin is, as you can see here, 6-star awakened, I just had to bring in Embrys to the strategy. And since he doesn't benefit from Odin's speed aura, I just ended up swapping that out. Okay, so Narses, I do not like. I also don't like Marius. But in this case, what I think I'll do is I'll actually ban the Ankora. I'll ban the Ankora. That way I will still be able to stun their damage dealers. I think that's what I'll value more. Because if I were to ban the Narses, then their Marius was going to get, I wasn't going to be able to crowd control him because of the Ankora. And opposite, any Ankora plus Narses combo is just devastating. So I think that was the right move. Again, I'm not as afraid of Fabian. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, we have 3 wands of submission right here. And Odin, I think, is just sitting under the accuracy boosting rare relic. So we'll see. We may not. I think everybody should go down except Galathir here. Oh, okay. That's good. All right. Yeah. We might be done here. this combination was a little bit too good. Maybe I should have taken out the Marius. Okay. Yeah, we're going to stay with an A1. Just hope that we can survive. It's probably not going to happen. I think this might be it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Good game. A little bit quick on that one. All right, here we go. Still in search of that 5th win of the day. We got 3 more shots. If we lose the next 2, then you'll end up seeing one of those bot matches and see what they look like in gold. For the sake of the video, I might actually just do that. I might actually just go in quickly and lose these next 2. But I don't know. I'm competitive, so I may decide not to do that. Let's see what this guy's got. I think that's the banner for the. Unless I'm mistaken, that's the banner for the High Spender Club. I could be wrong, though. All right. Let's see here. Okay, good. I like this so far. The Nell. Nell is another champion that is pretty devastating. The answer for Nell, there's not a really good one. In really high live arena, one of the most feared champions. They got a Stokk there, too, to go through unkillable. So that's his way of showing me that Marichka is not going to be able to stop the Nell between the Komidus. I still think they're probably going to ban my Marichka, but we'll see. So I'm going to go for Sifi here. Oh, man, then they'll definitely ban Marichka. Yeah, this is tough. All right, we'll go for Ankora. And I want to take out their... I think the Nell is just a little bit too good for that. But the Stokk is an enabler. We'll see. I'm going to ban the Nell. And sure enough, so that means that the Burns, I think, now can cut through as well. I'll have to relook at Stokk's passive, but I do believe that he makes Burns and Poisons be able to cut through block damage and unkillable. Or at least block damage. I'll have to double check. But yeah, we have a not as buff heavy of a team as if I'd picked a Sifi or an Arbais. Oof! That's a lot of damage. Okay. So let's see. Heals coming in. Blocking. Debuffs. Good. Let's see. I'm not as familiar with Komidus. Okay, he can strip and block skills all in one. Cool. Wow. That is quite the team. Yeah, that's game. Wow. What a devastating strategy with the Vulkanos. That is so much damage. All right, well, there we go. 2 more shots. We may end up getting to see that bot team after all. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, against those burn and poison teams, I've even seen and heard, oh, here we go. I think we did lose 3 in a row. Here is a bot. So let's see how this one goes. So I'm just going to, they usually just ban the first champion on your team. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw in a rare here just to prove that that theory works. You will notice that they usually don't have clans. And then they're right, at least for the bots I've seen in gold, they hover right around that 4,000 live arena points mark. And then their seasonal points will usually be somewhere within 50 of yours. So we have Othorion and Galleus there. Okay. All right, let's just go. Whatever can knock these guys out quickly. We'll go Arbais into Embrys, Stoneskin Strip into Taras A3. I should get this done quickly. Try to get my thirsty right here over here. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's see what they do. I wonder if they've changed. I am very curious if they changed the... I don't want the Harima there. Now, you'll see that they'll just pick Galleus as their #1. They should, at least, the bot. They never choose speed lead. Oh! Look at that. I was wrong. They have changed it a little bit. It's not just the first champ. Good to know. So we have an ungeared Reliquary Tender on our team. Luckily, we still have our 2 damage dealers and our speed boost, so we should still be able to make short work of the spot. But yeah, so this is what it can kind of look like. You'll see the speed discrepancy. I mean, these are slow champs. These are probably, I want to say, sub 200 speed over here. Probably, you know. All right. Just to make sure we do it right, you're going to have to strip any stone skin, and boom, and we're done. Yeah, so again, bots can choose some really good, so mythical champions, definitely a thing. They've improved the AI on banning, so bots are definitely no joke anymore in, oh wow, great piece. All right, we'll do this later. Happy with that one. Keeping that one, and keeping that one, wow. That's just from the live daily reward. So if you can go for that, obviously go for it. Really solid. We have one more match left to go. So let's see if we can get another win. Here we go. Picking first. All right, Marius it is. And this is currently my best strategy, but in future videos, I would definitely consider varying it up. I do have a couple of different styles of drafts that I can use. Again, I can show you guys that all void team at some point in the future. Can also go with more of a go second style where I don't pick any speed, or you still want a speed aura even on a go second style for the most part, but we'll have a bunch of like lightning cage champions with stone skin. Okay, so right here I want to go for Marichka, and we're also going to go for Odin. See what they can do. So right now, if it were up to me, I'd ban their Sifi's probably their fastest champ, but I don't want this speed boost in there as well. So I'm probably going to ban... I'll ban their Arbais. We'll see how this goes. Okay, there we go. Solid. I'm happy with this. We've got a good shot here. We don't need... The Sifi's probably in 9-piece protection if I were to guess, or maybe in... Stone Skin and Swift Parry or something like that. Those are the 2 most common ways that we've seen it. Oh, wow. No Stone Skin on the opposing team. What a bold move. What a bold one. I have not seen that in a long time. Unbelievable. I don't know if this player does a lot of arena, but that's very shocking to me. I mean, they obviously do. They're at almost 10,000 total points there, and... they also have close to my seasonal points. So they're obviously doing their job. Interesting. Wow, that is so much damage. Okay, well, depending on which one he leaves alive, we still have a chance to win. Okay, definitely have a chance. Are we going to see another Embrys comeback here? I think we might. All right, once again... We do have 2 potential weak hits. We'll see. Boom. Embrys is just so good. You just can never count out a team that has an Embrys. Such an amazing champion. Cannot wait to get him awakened. There you have it, everybody. My live arena first video of the channel. We went 6 for 10 today. Pretty happy with the result. Let me know if you like this style of video, if you prefer something more like a live stream. Happy to do either one. For the live stream, we can obviously have more interaction. There can be more planning of drafts, questions that I can answer while doing it. Maybe you guys can point out something I could do different in terms of best moves. Could be something to enjoy. If you like today's video, please consider liking and subscribing for more content in the future. As always, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for your time. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.